Welcome back, welcome back. You guys, this is a long video just so that I can go in depth and in detail for you guys to understand what is going on. Please stay tuned all the way to the end of the video. Thank you. Hola. So this is the finished look. Hope you guys like it. And if you have a question about this little faux septum thingy, I'm trying it out. A company sent it to me. I'm gonna put the name of the company down below. I can't think of it just right now, but I think it's Kojo Woman or something like that. But yeah, it's kind of big. I would rather maybe one of the smaller ones, but I'll work with this one. I shall work with this one. I just pop my hair up into one of these little, I don't know. Watch the doggone video. Alright, so I got a little wow today with my eye. This is my eye. I think I'm gonna call it Cotton Candy Dreams or something. As usual, I am going to start off by priming my lids. I prime my lids with MAC Pro Longwear concealer. And now I'm going to take Anastasia's Soft Peach eyeshadow. And I'm going to blend that into my crease. Just to kind of set that and a little bit over my lid. I'm using a Dillium Tool 785 brush. Now I'm going to take an eyeshadow by Coastal Scents, and I'm about to tell you what that eyeshadow is. It's called Midnight Rodeo, and you guys, all their shadows are mainly about $2, and sometimes they have sales where it's 50% off, so you know, that's a good thing to do, is buy those. So I'm going to take that Midnight Rodeo eyeshadow, and I'm going to place that into my crease area to use as a transition color. And basically, I'm placing this down so that my next eyeshadow will blend into it. And the next eyeshadow I'm going to take, again with the same brush, my 785 Dillium Tools brush, is the color Morocco from Anastasia. And this color is in the World Traveler palette. And I'm basically placing it directly on top of the shadow we just placed down. A similar color to this one would be Brick, or I don't even know my MAC eyeshadows anymore, like talking about, because I've been using so many other eyeshadows. But Brick is something a little bit harsher, but it's similar to Morocco. And there we go. I've dipped my brush into that color about 2 or 3 times. But you want to definitely make sure that you blend it all the way out. And this is into my crease area and right up below my brow bone, like that. The next color I'm going to take is going to be Fudge, and I'm basically going to carve out my crease a little bit more, like this here. And I'm using an actual eyeliner brush. You don't have to use this brush. You can use another brush, but I just want to kind of carve it out a little bit. And I'm going to take a small tapered brush from Sigma, and I'm going to further define my crease. And I'm also making sure that I bring it inwards to the inner corner of my eye. And what this is doing is kind of acting as a transition color for my next color, which is going to be a black. And you want to make sure that you take a little bit at a time and build it up. do not go in, you know, in that color and not like shake off your brush. If you don't shake off your brush, you're gonna have so much product on your eye, and it's hard to come back from a dark color. It's so hard. You have to blend that mess all the way out. So I'm kind of like okay with what it is doing right now. I want to go ahead and move to my next color. And I'm making sure that I blend upwards into that second eyeshadow that we placed down, like that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to lay a base down for eyeshadows that I'm going to place on my lid, which I'm going to place like a black and another color, like just a whole bunch of colors. And this is the NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Milk. It's like a must-have for like anybody, because you have those colors that don't quite pop, you know, with just a regular base. So you want to get something white like this, and it's going to make that eyeshadow pop even more. It's going to make the eyeshadow be more true to color. So I just placed that all over my lid. Now I'm going to take a super small brush. It's basically a smudger brush from Sigma, and it is the Sigma E21 brush. And I'm going to take the color Noir from the Anastasia palette again. And I'm going to place that on the outer corner of my eye. Make sure you shake out the excess, because, you know, it may fall down on your face if you do your foundation first. A good trick to making sure that you don't mess up like your face with eyeshadow is to place like a translucent powder underneath your eyes if you're going to do your eyeshadow last. And now I'm going to take that crease brush I had, the Sigma E45 brush, and I'm going to blend the edges of that out. I basically took that into about a quarter or a third of my eye. Now I'm going to take it on the inner corner of my eye, like this. Just a small portion of it, like that. And I'm just patting it on. Then I am going to blend out the edges of that. Now I am going to take a loose pigment by Sugar Peel, and it's called Magentric, and it looks like this. And I'm going to wet a brush, and it's going to be the Dillium Tools. Gosh, I'm losing all my brushes. I'm going to use the 773 brush from Dillium Tools to apply that color. I'm going to wet my brush with some Fix Plus. And I'm going to place that right in the center of my eye. Just like that. I'm going to take a little bit more. Wetting my brush. Wetting my brush is just mainly making it foil out a little bit. Makes it pop and more shiny and shinier. Sorry. I'm going to take a another brush, just a random brush. It's a Urban Decay brush I got from like a small palette they had a while back. I'm going to take the color Azure from the Anastasia palette. And I'm going to place that in between the black and the pink on both sides. Like so. And I'm going to blend it in towards that pink so that the edges blend out and they marry together. Like I said, this is just a random brush. You can use a concealer brush or a small eyeshadow brush, whatever you choose. Like that. Like that. Now I'm gonna work on, probably off camera, making my eyes a little bit deeper, a little bit darker. As you can see, it's a little bit darker on this eye. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my Urban Decay glitter glue, and that's somewhere up here. I thought I should probably, there we go. It's called Bondage, and it's basically like a adhesive. I'm gonna take it with my finger and like literally dab like the smallest amount on that pinky purple fuchsia color. I'm gonna take a Sigma E25 brush and a little bit of Shop Violet Vice Kiki Violet Valses glitter in Kiki. And I'm gonna pat that directly over that pink. I'm using it like a fluffy brush because I don't want it to be like thick. I just want it to be like kind of sparse and out there. Just like that. And now I'm going to line my eyes, do a little wing liner, and it's gonna look like this. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm gonna line my eyes and I'm going to apply my Boudoir lashes from what you call that place, House of Lashes, and they look like that. So this look is basically going to be really, really dramatic. So yeah, and I'll be right back. So the next thing I am going to do is I'm going to put on my foundation, of course, and I'm going to use my Lancome. If you're new to my channel, then you're gonna find out, hey, that foundation looks a little bit too dark for you, honey. But guess what? That's what I like, and that's what I'm gonna use. If you like something, you know, continue to use it. If you know, if it's, you look a little light skinned, then you may need to change it up. But let me tell you something. Something I always say is your friends aren't your friends if they don't tell you something is wrong with your outfit, your face, your brows, your lips. They're not your friends. They're not your friends. But if you're one of those people who say, okay, I am going to wear this color, go right ahead, honey. Live your life. Popping Twisters, I'm sorry. It's my favorite snack in the world. So I just did like 2 pumps. It's probably a little bit too much, but hey, you can still use it. And I am going to use, I'm being really ghetto with this food, huh? I'm going to use my airbrush foundation brush from It Cosmetics. I've been using this brush for my foundation ever since I bought it. That's how much I love this brush. It's like the bomb freaking.com. Like, I bought a second set of this brush. It comes with like 4 more brushes. Just because I wanted this one brush. Like, I love it. And I am going to start on the outside of my face first. I know I'm gonna start on the inside, but it really doesn't matter, you guys. Just as long as you melt that foundation in with the rest of your face, with your neck and everything. I'm gonna use my Kevin Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer, and they come in these little jars, but when I say these things last like for a lifetime, I don't know when I'm ever gonna be done with this, because it's so opaque and it goes, you know, for a long time. Like seriously, it just really does. I'm gonna take a little bit with my finger and I'm gonna dot it in all the areas where I want to highlight. Like that. And then I'm going to use my finger to blend it out. It is totally okay to use your fingers, you guys. You don't have to have a brush for everything. And I'm mainly using my finger with this one because, like I said, it's so opaque and so it's thick, but it blends out like skin, and it's really lightweight. And I find out sometimes, like if I use this and I use it with just a regular brush, it takes me a little bit longer to blend it out. So I like to use my finger. And I mean, you see how much it is blending out. I took like little dots and it looked like it wasn't a lot of product, but it was too much product, really. So I'm gonna finish blending this out with my fingers, and then I'm gonna blend it out with a beauty blender afterwards, off camera. All right, so the next thing I'm going to use is this Anastasia palette right here, and I'm gonna use this darkest color in there. I'm gonna use that to do my contours of my cheeks and my forehead. The color right here, the first dark color, I'm gonna use to do for my nose. So y'all know the usual. Like that. And this is actually a brush that has another color on it, and it's too freaking dark, but I blend that for the gods. Pay attention to the brushes you pick up. Like I said, I blend that for the gods. I'm gonna use my Morphe 436 brush to blend out these contours. And I'm gonna go back to that brush. And now I'm just blending it out. I'm gonna go back behind it with my beauty blender. But I just wanna kind of shear it out a little bit, just going over it like so. Blending this into my hairline, and it's just circular motions. I'm gonna kind of go over that highlight a little bit. I'm gonna go back over it because I want the highlight to be a little bit up, because I don't really have a lot of forehead. I don't even know why I contour my forehead. Like my hairline starts on my forehead. So just like that. And I'm just go over all of my contour and my highlight where they meet to blend those in together like that. And I'm gonna go over this super dark nose contour like that. And see, there we have it. So, contoured. So I'm doing my usual baking, and now I'm going to take my Anastasia refills, and I'm going to use the copper brown one first. I'm using a Sigma taper face brush, it's an F25, and I'm going to go over my contours. And this is basically going to act as a bronzer for my face, and also as a kind of a transition color for my contour color. Just like this. And I'm making sure that I get it into my hairline as well, because we don't want it to look like, you know, we have like a mask on. So we want to hide all of those, well, that different color. So there we go. We have bronzed our skin. Now I'm going to take my Karab, so like super dark. And I'm going to take a MAC 109 brush, and I'm going to get into my hairline again, but I'm not going to blend it in here. I'm going to blend it right at my hairline. We want a transition, dark, bronzy, and light. And you want to make sure you take a little bit of that, because it is like extremely like pigmented. Now I'm going to take it over my contours, and I'm going to make sure that I take a little bit at a time. See how like dark that just went? So I'm just going to lightly glaze over it, and then I'm going to start pushing it into my skin. If you get too much, just take your foundation brush and kind of blot over top of it. Something like hanging from the wall, you guys. Tacky as heck, but just so you want to see like my background. And now I'm just using whatever's on my brush, and I'm kind of contouring my nose a little bit. Take a different blush today, you guys. I'm gonna take a different blush. I'm probably like super tired of using like the same blush, but I really love it. I think it goes with everything. Why not go with everything? So I will take MAC's Magenta. No, I'm gonna take MAC's Stubborn blush. Just a tad bit of it. And I'm gonna sweep that over my cheeks. And this blush actually came out, I think, with the Marilyn Monroe collection. Now I am going to take my Anastasia palette once more, and I'm going to take the color Pink Champagne, and I'm going to add that into the teardrops of my eyes. Just to kind of soften it up a little bit. So I am going to take my Too Faced blush, and it looks like this. I'm going to mainly concentrate in that part right there. And I'm going to highlight for the gods. See how it just gives you that glow. And this brush right here is the Dillium Tools 944 brush. And this is just like a rusty kind of gold kind of color. Then I'm going to take a little bit of my soft and gentle one to amp up that one. I just broke it. Alright, so I am going to mix these two right here. This is Sepia and Seraphine. I'm going to use more of the Seraphine and add a little bit of the Seraphine in. And it's going to come out, and it's going to come out and looking like this color right here, which I think is a pretty pinky mauve color, something like that. And I am using a Dillium Tools lip brush. It's a square lip brush. It's like my favorite lip brush at the moment. And I'm going to make me some Rihanna lips, okay? My lips aren't this, I guess, triangular or whatever shape you want to call it. But, hey, I made them look like it. And this is the final and finished look, you guys. I hope that you guys liked this video. If you did like the video, of course, there's a button for you to say, hey, I like this video. Thumbs up this video, you guys. Let's get this video to 100 likes. Please share and repost this video as well to your Facebook pages if you have time, or your Twitters. Thank you so much again for watching, and please stay tuned for another video that's not going to be as long as this one. Thanks again for watching. Bye.